Hello, Halftime TV. Welcome to another episode, and we want to discuss something straight off the bat. Big shout out to our sponsors in the interim. But I'm thinking to myself and watching that game, West Ham versus Aston Villa, and in the absence of Leon Bailey going into the game against the United States in a couple of games time, a couple of days time. Sorry, I'm thinking Mikel Antonio might very well be Jamaica's ace going into this game against the US. Michail Antonio, he played that game midweek in Europe. He played against Aston Villa, scored a goal against Aston Villa as well, and I must say he was fabulous in both games. And I know the Reggae Boys fans, they're a little bit disappointed because the likes of Leon Bailey, the likes of Demari Gray, these guys aren't available. But I must say, based on the form that I'm seeing from Mikel Antonio, and based on the efforts that he's been putting into his game, especially coming back from that injury, it looks as if he is going to be our main man going into that game. Again, I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. What are your thoughts on that? Might be big up yourself, of course. Big up yourself, big up yourself. But yeah, Mikel Antonio, West Ham beat Aston Villa a little bit earlier on today. Big up the Manchester United fans as well, as they secured victory against Liverpool FC. But Mikel Antonio, I think, amidst everything that's happening, amidst all the drama that's happening around the Reggae Boys team, I think he may very well be our trump card going into this game. Corey Burke, I know he's usually a workaholic, work hard, some may say, similar to Mikel Antonio. However, I think Mikel Antonio gets in on the goals a little bit more often, and that's good to see. Going into this game, however, I know Mikel Antonio hasn't been as prolific for the Reggae Boys, so I'd like to see him getting on the score sheet, I must say. Also, to factor in, folks, from the US side, Anthony Robinson as well as Christian Pulisic, they're on stellar form, and it may prove a little bit tricky for us. But keep those comments coming in. Let's hear what your thoughts are on what I'm thinking, because I think it makes sense. It makes sense, and I expect it to be one of those games where it won't be as silky as we usually expect it to be. We're going to have to be dogged against the opponents, and we're going to have to try our best to run those channels and to beat them at our game. All right, but again, we're out in the streets, and we're doing a little bit of walking, I must say. Um, but I'm curious to hear what you, the viewers, have to say. We're very curious to hear what you, the viewers, have to say. But yeah, Mikel Antonio, could he be our ace going into this game against the United States? Christian Pulisic has said, I think 20 plus goals and assists this season for AC Milan. Anthony Robinson, we saw him against Tottenham yesterday, and this isn't the first time. He has been stellar for Fulham all season. And again, some may say it's a quality of players that a lot of these players have around them, why they play so well. Laneth Williams, big up yourself. The game is a little bit later on this week. I think it's Thursday, so you can look out for that one. What I'll do is I'll post it on um, the YouTube page, so you can look out for that, and I'll notify you guys as well. So whenever there's an update, I'll notify you guys. I don't know if I'll be doing a watch along because my schedule is very hectic. So what I'll try to do is to keep you updated as much as possible. Drew Fortis, big up yourself, big up the entire Kingston College Massive as well. I know it's coming down to champs right now, so Kingston College, they're looking to retain the title. And Jamaica College, they're not so happy with it. But big up yourself, Drew Ross, aka Drew Fortis. We will definitely be bringing some content on that. But again, in the absence of Demari Gray, Leon Bailey, Bailey Cadamartry, as we've obviously been made aware. What are your thoughts on Mikel Antonio being our trump card or ace going into this game against the US? As I said, a couple of US players, stellar form. I think Christian Pulisic, not quite in the same conversation as Leon Bailey as it relates to form, but he is still in fabulous form, and he'll be looking to that game against Jamaica. Anthony Robinson as well. Massive player, massive player for Fulham, and he's the type of utility. But I think the only thing He doesn't have that most of the modern fullbacks have is a number of assists to his name, and that could very well be down to the persons at the receiving end of his deliveries. He has a good delivery as well. 9 out of 10 times he doesn't get the ball in the box, so that may be one of the reasons why he doesn't really get as much assist. But going forward, he's a proper footballer, defending as well, proper footballer. Sometimes he gets caught out of position, but overall, I think Anthony Robinson, big player, and he's definitely one of those players that we need to keep an eye on. Tim Ream as well, again. Big players for the United States. I think Ream likes the physical battle, and Mikel Antonio will be up for it. He's the type of person who wants to keep it close and wants to be wrestling and all that. Similar to Ivan Toney that we've seen with Brentford, his type of game, get the ball close to feet and wrestle with the defenders, get the defenders exhausted, play wide. Mikel Antonio has pace as well. I know a lot of times we overlook Mikel Antonio's pace, but I think that's something that we should keep in mind, the pace of Mikel Antonio. All right, but again, those are my thoughts. Let's hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. Again, congratulations to Manchester United. Liverpool can no longer win a quadruple. Congratulations to the Manchester United fans as they secured a well-deserved victory. We were watching Mikel Antonio versus Leon Bailey a little bit earlier as well in the English Premier League. Mikel Antonio's team came away victorious. So, yeah, so again, folks, keep on sharing. We will try to bring you as much content as possible, and in the end, hopefully, we can we can be victorious come Thursday. Antonio will be the man who Jamaica will be depending on to get the job done. I agree, and I think he definitely should be the man that we're depending on, because he is that good a player. I know we haven't seen the best of him with the Jamaican team, and a lot of times we've grown to expect him to hit the ground running, similar to what we see with Demari Gray. Hasn't been the case, but nonetheless, he always gives 110% whenever he's representing the national team. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that, and I think we'll do a preview for the game maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday we'll do a preview for the game, because I want to share my thoughts ahead of the game and do some predicted lineups as well. And then after that, hopefully we'll see what Coach Hallgrimson comes out with. But as we currently await the results from the JFF presidential election, I just thought I'd do a quick video to hear what you guys are thinking, and to hear where the train of thought is. Hopefully later on this evening, we'll also be doing a video on our reaction to the results as well from the presidential election. All right, so again, big shout out to everybody. Let me know what your thoughts are on what I'm thinking. Mikel Antonio, the ace in Coach Hallgrimson's deck, going into that game against the United States. All right, big up. Enjoy your Sunday dinner. Until next time, peace.